Welcome back to my channel. Okay, let's be honest here. How many times have you had leftover Mexican food just sitting and hanging out in your fridge, just waiting to be forgotten? Same here. I'm not perfect, and I forget about leftovers that are in my fridge sometimes too. I do try my best not to though, and we do try to get them used up. So today, come on, go with me, and let's go see what we're going to use with the Mexican food that I had left over from a family dinner day. I've got me a skillet back here on the stove. Got me some olive oil. Put me a little oil in this pan. Gonna turn this on a medium heat. Let that oil heat up. My oil should be hot. I have chopped up some just regular onion, and I'm going to dump that in. Now, the one thing I don't have left over in my fridge from our Mexican dinner are any of the peppers and onions at all. None. So, I'm going to put some of these peppers in there because I need some peppers for this dish. So, there's some onions in there too, and that's fine. But I'm basically going for the peppers here. Okay, that should be enough. I'm also going to add some frozen corn. Here's some of my leftover chicken that was cooked on the black stone, and we're going to add this. I've chopped it up into small bite-sized pieces. I'm just going to add this in. Going to get that mixed up in there, stir it around. I just need that chicken to heat through. I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit of my homemade taco seasoning on here. Just a little. Get that stirred up in there. This smells so good. Since most of my oil has cooked away, I am going to add just a little bit more in here. And I'm going to take some of my leftover Mexican rice. I'm going to put it in here so it can heat up. Now I'm going to leave a recipe in the description box for what I'm making right here, because if you didn't have leftover Mexican rice, you would be actually cooking your rice and everything. Also, I had the rice left over, so very easy meal for me. We're just going to get this rice in here mixed around with that oil, and we're going to fry this rice up. Getting that rice all fried up and toasted. And I'm going to mix it in with everything else. Okay, there's our Mexican chicken fried rice. Let me get this dished up. And of course, I've got to sprinkle some green onions on it. And there we go. Mexican chicken fried rice. Let's give it a taste. Okay, y'all. We're going to give it a taste. Smells good. Make sure I got me a piece of chicken on there. Well, good grief. My chicken keeps falling off. Okay. fell off. Okay, I got it back. I think I got a bite of everything on this fork. So, we're gonna find out, huh? Let's see how good this tastes. Y'all, this is really good. This is a great way to use up those leftovers. But I'm gonna go eat, and I'll see you at the next recipe. Okay, to start this recipe off, I've got me a small iron skillet with some oil in it on this back stove eye. And we're going to take some peppers and onions and pour in this skillet. We're going to get these sauteed up. Alright, let's get those cooked up. Now in the meantime, while those peppers and onions are cooking up, you want to get you some kind of casserole dish. Now mine is a 7-cup round dish. I chose this because it's going to fit the size tortilla that I'm using almost perfectly. I'm going to take it and I'm going to spray some nonstick cooking spray in it. I am going to add in just a little bit of black pepper to my peppers and onions. Next, you want to take some flour tortillas. Use whatever size that is going to fit your casserole dish. Now, that's why I chose this smaller round one. It's because these are going to fit pretty well down in there. Now, if you have a square one or a rectangle one, you're just going to take your tortillas and you're going to cut them to fit whatever dish you're using. Mine are the small taco and fajita tortillas. But you just want to take a tortilla. You want to get you some refried beans. Now I've heated mine up just a little bit in the microwave so they would be more spreadable. You're going to take the refried beans and you're going to spread them on your tortilla. Now you can use however many tortillas you'd like. We're going to layer this like you would a lasagna. So I'm just going to take those and I'm going to spread that. I don't know how many layers I'm going to be doing yet. It's going to depend on how much chicken and peppers and onions that I have, because I'm doing mine with leftovers. So those peppers and onions weren't left over, but I didn't want to cook too many. So you're going to take this and just lay it in your casserole dish. See, that fit mine pretty good. And I'm going to set that to the side until my peppers and onions are done. I think my peppers and onions are about ready. So we're going to turn those off. We're going to proceed to the next step. Okay, you want to take some chicken. Now I have some leftover chicken from our family dinner day. It's not a lot, but I'm going to make this do. So I'm probably only going to do 2 to 3 layers. But you want to layer some chicken or meat of your choice. I'm using chicken. You want to layer that on top of your refried beans. Just spread it out evenly. And now my recipe did not call for these peppers and onions, so you don't have to put that in there, but I just think it's going to add a lot of flavor. So I'm going to take half of my peppers and onions. And I'm just going to sprinkle those around on top of the chicken. I just think the peppers and onions add such a wonderful flavor, really, to any Mexican dish. Next, you want to take you some rice. Now, I happen to have some Mexican rice that I made that is left over, and I'm trying to get these leftovers used up. So, I'm going to take some rice, and I'm going to sprinkle that all over the top of everything else. Now, you use however much you want. And I'm going to kind of pack mine down a little bit. Just like that. Next, you want to take some salsa. And we'll put you some salsa on top of that rice. Now this recipe calls for this ingredient at the very end, but y'all know me and my love for cheese. So I'm going to put just a little bit of cheese right here on top of this salsa. Not much. And now you just start layering again. So a tortilla with refried beans, with the rest of my chicken, peppers and onions, more rice, let's go in with our salsa. And now I'm going to top mine with a blend of cheeses. I'm going to use Mexican cheese, and mozzarella. Okay, let's pop that in a 375-degree oven for 30 minutes or until that cheese is hot, bubbly, melted, and starting to brown. So here's a close-up. It just came out of the oven. I'm going to set it over here to the side and let it cool for probably about 5 minutes, and then we'll cut into it. Okay, so it's actually been about 6 or 7 minutes that I've let this cool, and I'm cutting it in half. Just right down the center. Let's get some of that out. Okay, so let's take a closer look at the inside of this. This looks so good. It smells delicious. We're going to dress it up a little bit, and then we'll get us a taste. Now when I say dress it up a little bit, I mean I'm going to add some lettuce to mine. Just going to tear me some lettuce up on it. You don't have to do any of this, and the recipe actually doesn't call for this. This is a Jana thing. Okay. I'm also going to be adding some tomato. This is also a Jana thing. I mean, it's sitting in my refrigerator. It needs to be used. Why not dress it up just a little bit? Next, I'm going to add a little bit of sour cream. Some green onion. Some creamy queso sauce. And last but not least, some taco sauce. Now, all of these things that I have added to this, you do not have to make this a flavorful dish. I just happen to have these on hand because of the family dinner day that we had. Some of these I keep on hand anyway. But they're definitely not required to make this a good dish. Okay, so there you have it. Up close, personal. Looks delicious. Okay, let's give this a taste. Okay, y'all. This looks and smells delicious. I love Mexican food anyway. It's my absolute favorite. So here we go. I've got a bite. I think I've got a little bit of everything on there. Here goes. Mmm. Y'all, this is delicious. I don't even know what else to say about this because that is so good. And dressing it up with the lettuce and tomato and everything else, just, wow, it just leveled that up. But you can do it without it, and it's still going to be very, very good. Gosh. You could throw you some jalapenos in here if you wanted to. Make it your own. So there you have it. An easy chicken burrito casserole. If you don't like chicken, use beef. If you don't want meat, don't use meat. You cook yours how you want to eat it. And while you do that, I'm going to go eat. And just like that, I had 2 delicious, very flavorful dishes that were made from leftovers from another day. I'm going to leave both recipes for you down in the description box below. Now, you know me, and I didn't follow them to the letter, but you got to make those leftovers in those recipes your own. So gather up your fragments and see what you can come up with those leftovers from your fridge. Both of them were absolutely delicious. But which one are you going to make first? Let me know down in the comments. And I'll see you in the next video.